Well. World-class veteran video game critic Michael Does Life. Oh, Michael.
Oh, it's a setup, it's a setup, it's a setup. There's an oh, it's a setup, it's a setup, it's a setup. There's an oh, it's a setup, it's a setup. No, don't be setup. There's an oh, it's a setup, it's a setup. No, don't be setup. There's an oh, it's a setup, it's a setup. No, don't be setup. There's an oh, it's a setup, it's a setup. No, don't be setup. There's an oh, it's a setup, it's a setup. No, don't be setup. Trailer, there's a mo, it's a beast. Don't be boom boom boom. Bound to break and get your beat. No, don't be boom boom boom. We got to get on the ground. No, don't be boom boom boom. 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 It's a setup, it's a setup, it's a setup. There's an oh, it's a setup, it's a setup, it's a setup. There's an oh, it's a setup, it's a setup. No, don't be setup. Oh, it's a setup, it's a setup. No, don't be setup. Oh, it's a setup, it's a setup. No, don't be setup. Oh, it's a setup, it's a setup. No, don't be setup. Oh, it's a setup, it's a setup. No, don't be setup. Trailer, there's a mo, it's a beast. Don't be boom boom boom. Bound to break and get your beat. No, don't be boom boom boom. We got to get on the ground. No, don't be boom boom boom. Oh, it's a setup, it's a setup. No, don't be boom boom boom. Trailer, there's a mo, it's a beast. Don't be boom boom boom. Bound to break and get your beat. No, don't be boom boom boom. We got to get on the ground. No, don't be boom boom boom. Setup, setup.
Shut the fuck up! Fucker! Move! Damn!
Alrighty, folks at home, we need you guys to lock in a way that makes sense. The fake gamers can't be bothered to support the show by tuning in, liking, and sharing the broadcast. They're lazy, very lazy people. It's really sad. They quite clearly can't get over the fact that Trump won the election and Kamala didn't. It's really the saddest it's ever been. But we are here, and we are approaching the 1-year anniversary for GTA 6 Trailer 1, and we're closer than we have been, quite evidently. And we are just about, we can't do math. We're about 18, 20 days away until the 1-year anniversary for GTA 6 Trailer 1, which, of course, is on December 5th. And if Rockstar has nothing to show for then I think this game might very well be 6 feet under and residing right next to the Titanic. And that's not where you want to be. This is the biggest entity in all of video, and the hype is completely, totally deflated. And at this point, it's nothing but a meme. And that's really where this game shouldn't be, but that's where it stands right now as of this broadcast. And we're hoping that this coming week we get some word tidbits on this game, because every time I come on here and talk about this game, you guys tune in less and less and less. Yet you're going to be there day one, getting your wallet out and supporting this game for over $150. So that's the hypocrisy in these fake gamers, is that they say the complete opposite of how they act. With that said, Molly is coming through, and she's supporting the show, and she's coming through, and she's popping the cherry, and that's what we love to see. Let's go ahead and get the fireworks out. Let's go ahead and get the lasers out, because it is a party, and Molly is coming through, and she is coming through in a way that makes sense. She is setting the mood, the vibe, the tone, and the atmosphere. And as such, let's go ahead and get that confetti out. Let's go ahead and get them fireworks going. Molly is coming through, and she is coming through in a way that makes sense. We're going to go ahead and start the acknowledgement board here for today's broadcast. As Molly is coming through, she's coming through so hard and so strong, and believe me, she loves. And it's just so fantastic. You love to see it. So with that said, we are going to the acknowledgement board, and we are going over to the acknowledgement board right here and right now. Molly is coming through, and she is coming through in a way that makes sense, and you love to see it. So with that said, we are on the acknowledgement board here, and we're hoping that it's working here on the screen for today. So Molly is coming through, and she is kicking things off in a way that makes sense, and this is what we love to see. And with that said, we're going to go ahead and make it work, as Molly is coming through, and she is popping the cherry so strongly. And that's what we love to see. Molly is coming through. She's coming through in a way that makes sense. And as such, we're going to go ahead and get the heart out here as well, because she certainly loves. Molly is coming through so tremendously strong. That's what we love to see. Molly is in the building, and she's making a damn point here today. And everyone else needs to start stepping up to the plate and supporting this independent live broadcast, this live internet television show that isn't backed by the corporate machine like you guys. You support these. We're not going to get into it, but you guys love supporting the big businesses. You do. You love going to Walmart instead of the local business down the street because it's probably cheaper. But, at the end of the day, you're going to get better quality product at the homemade. It's really that simple. So, but with that said, we're just going to have to make this work and make it happen in a way that makes sense. Molly is coming through. She's coming through so tremendously strong, and that's what we love to see. And we have updated the acknowledgement board here in a way that makes sense. It is raining out here, or something's happening. But we're not getting wet, and that's fantastic, because if we were getting wet, we'd be shutting this down right now. Because when you guys can't be bothered to come through and step up to the plate, well, then there's no point in going live. We will go live on a new channel with 5 viewers, and if those new viewers want to support, then that's where we'll take the show for less viewers. That's fine with me. There's too many freeloaders watching this show. When Michael goes live, you should be on your knees and pausing everything that you do, because that's how fantastic we are, believe me. Molly is coming through. She's the #1 fan. She's coming through so strongly. She's popping the cherry. She's setting the mood, the vibe, the tone, and the atmosphere here today. And this is what we love to see. So it's time to lock in, folks, because if you guys can't get with the program, then I'm not sure what to tell you. There's too many fake gamers that watch this show. And believe me, it is the saddest. It is ever been. You guys can't be bothered to support the show. You guys can't be bothered. So why should I go live? If the community isn't involved, then there's no point in going live. We can put out pre-made videos that will do twice as well and will garner more clicks than these streams could ever. So we're doing this for you. We're not doing this to build the channel or anything like that, because believe me, that's not how you build the channel. You don't build the channel by going live, which is a mistake that a lot of lazy people do. They love going live, and they think they're going to build the channel that way. They're not going to build it. I can start a new channel tomorrow, and we can build it up within the next 6 months for at least 5,000 subscribers, if not way more. So it's really not that hard, especially these days. But we're going to stop talking because you guys can't be bothered to show energy. I don't care if it's a Sunday. We're here because we have to be here, not because we want to be here. Okay? I'm here for you, and that's what you need. And because you think I want to come out here in the chilly, cold weather and talk about this game that you guys don't care about. If you guys cared about this game and had actually thought process of like, yeah, GTA 6, we want to talk about this game on a daily basis, that'd be fun. But you guys have no interest or desire with this game, so it's very hard for me to talk about this game, especially when you have zero faith. You have no faith, and it's sad, okay? Something's happening with this game, regardless of whether or not Rockstar talks about it. That's what you need to know and understand. They have a deadline, okay? They have to hit that deadline, and of course that deadline could change. But if that deadline does change, you will know about it. They have to hit the 2025, fall 2025 deadline. So where's the game? It's in less than a year now. Where's the game? Oh, it's nowhere to be found. Michael, chill. Michael, this. No. The game is nowhere to be found. Now, granted, this could change, and hopefully it does. This could change as soon as later this week. This could change in 2 weeks. This could change in 3 weeks. Because the 1-year anniversary for GTA 6 Trailer 1 is December 5th, and that's right around the corner. So if you guys can't hold out for at least that date, then I don't know what to tell you. There's nothing else to cover except for Stalker 2, and that looks like it's going to be an okay Game Pass game, so we'll take a pit stop there for Stalker 2. But outside of that, there's nothing else coming out, and you have the Game Awards and stuff like that. But quite frankly, this is going to be, if they do pull the curtain back, and hopefully they do, because they have to have something to show for. Rockstar has never done this before. That's what no one else is talking about. We've done the research. This is real games journalism over here. That's why it's not supported, because you love the clickbait. You love the hyperbole, if that's even a word. The theatrics and the bullshit and the clickbait. And that's what you love. You just love all that garbage. That's why you can't come over here and get into this, because it's too raw and it's too real and it's too in your face, and you just can't handle that because you want to kick back on that couch and just do nothing all day. That could never be me. So with that said, because y'all voted for Kamala, quite evidently, we got the Kamala supporters in here, and it's like, well, we don't want the Kamala supporters in here. Okay? She lost. Trump won. It's time to deal with it. Get over it, Jeez. It's ridiculous. If no one else is going to step up to the plate, we will never go live until Rockstar pulls the curtain back. We'll go live one more time, and then that's it. I'm done with this show. Like, I'm not going to sit out here and do this show when you guys can't be bothered to follow through, okay? We got over 100+ thousand subscribers, and only one person can come through and support the show. You guys need to be banned and deleted from this epic content, really, quite frankly. You guys need to be banned and deleted because you're taking up space. You're not adding to the conversation. You have nothing to say because you're timid to chat. But if we started a new channel and I told you guys this is where the new content is, your ass would be chatting up 24/7. It's the hypocrisy of you guys. You guys are very fake people. I've never met more fake people in my entire life, especially in California. I don't think I'm ever going back to California. I've never met one genuine person in California. And I'm not saying they don't exist, but I've never met one genuine person in California. So, which I knew that going in, but, jeez, they show their true colors quick when they can't get something from you. When they can't get something from you, they throw you to the curb. Okay, Jake is coming through. Jeremy Power is coming through. It looks like Jeremy Power is stepping up to the plate. That's what we love to see. Jeremy Power is coming through, and for some reason it doesn't play his out. So Jeremy Power is coming through. We're going to add him to the acknowledgement board. That's what we love to see. Jeremy Power is in the building and coming through in a way that makes sense. It's literally raining out here. Not that we're getting wet, but it is raining out here. It's chilly. And with that said, we're going to go ahead and add Jeremy Power to the acknowledgement board. Jeremy Power is coming through, and that's what we love to see. Jeremy Power is in the building and coming through in a way that makes sense. Jeremy Power is in the building, coming through hard and strong here. Molly, of course, setting the mood, the vibe, the tone, and the atmosphere. Popping the cherry in a way that makes sense. She's coming through so strongly, and we appreciate that. Jeremy Power is following it up, and he's following it up in a way that makes sense. TTS is on, but sometimes it doesn't play out. So Molly is coming through. She's coming through so tremendously strong, and she's popping the cherry in a way that makes sense. That's what we love to see. And now Jeremy Power is in the building coming through, and that's what we love to see. He says he likes the Nirvana hoodie. And I'll tell you what, Kurt Cobain would have voted for Kamala. Fun fact. More than likely. I think that's pretty apparent. So with that said, that is the updated look at the acknowledgement board. We have Molly coming through. We have Jeremy Power in the building. We need you guys to step up to the plate here. It's getting cooler out here. It's not getting warmer out here, okay? These shows are going to be harder to do, and you guys have no interest in this game. Yet when the trailer comes out, if it does come out, you guys are going to be flapping gums and having a big opinion on it as if you cared. Yet you showed your true colors throughout these weeks and months when you had nothing to say and you didn't care to cover this game. But now that it's going to be a trendy topic potentially very soon here in the next week or so, your ass is going to be right back in that driver's seat and saying, oh, I love GTA 6. I was waiting for trailer 2. You weren't waiting for trailer 2 because you had nothing to say about trailer 2. You had nothing to say about trailer 2. And now you want to come in here when trailer 2 does drop, if it does drop, and say that the game is so fantastic, it looks amazing. Okay, where were you for the past year? You weren't talking about this game or covering it because it wasn't garnering clicks. It wasn't driving your brand. Social media is fake, folks. That's what you need to know and understand. They put on a persona in order to garner the best results. And they will do anything and everything that they can to get their little car, their brand, a.k.a. the car, right, and move it forward. So they use games as a way to do that. They don't care about games. I care about games. I've been covering games when no one fucking watched the channel for fucking multiple years. Over a decade worth of games coverage that no one ever cared to tune in. So I care about this medium. I care about video games. And I care about Grand Theft Auto 6, and that's why I'm here. If I were doing it for views, believe me, we could be doing way better with views. And we could be talking about Stalker 2 because that's more topical. Or we could be talking about GTA Trilogy Definitive Edition and how that got the update. I don't care. Why would I care about GTA Trilogy Definitive Edition? They just now updated the game. And it took how long? 3 fucking years? Who cares? You know what I mean? But everyone else cares because, well, they're getting views, right? Oh, we're going to look at the new lighting update for GTA Trilogy Definitive Edition, and we're going to get 80,000 views. That's fantastic. I don't care. That should have been their day one. I'm not playing that crap again. I'm ready for GTA 6. I'm tired of playing the old games. I'm tired of playing the remakes. I'm tired of playing the remasters. I'm tired of playing all that crap. We got someone coming through. That's what we love to see. IAD is in the building. Let's go ahead and get the fireworks out. Let's go ahead and get the lasers going.
Super chatted $5.
IAD.
You didn't put Jake on the board. It's a robbery. You didn't put Jake on the board.
I don't see Jake.
It's a robbery. You didn't put Jake on the board. It's a robbery.
Okay, I'm going off of what I see. I see Molly, I see Jeremy Power, and I see IAD. I don't see Jake. I'll screenshot it if you want me to, because I know you guys don't believe me. I'm going off of what I see in the fan funding tab. We'll literally screenshot it right here. So I don't know what you're seeing, but I'm going off of what I'm seeing and not what you're seeing, okay? So if people have me banned or blocked, then I'm not sure what to tell you, but we're not seeing Jake. We're not seeing Jake. This is what I'm seeing right here. Okay. This is what I'm seeing right here. 3 people. Molly, Jeremy Power, and IAD. Okay. Being transparent with you, I'm not seeing Jake. So if you're seeing Jake, it's not on my end. It's not registering through my end. So I don't know if that means it didn't go through. I have no idea. But it's not popping up in my fan funding tab. So we're not purposely skipping on people. It's just they're not popping up. I don't know what to tell you.
Isaac a super chatted 5
You know, you
euros.
guys, have you guys even graduated high school? Like, if you haven't, maybe just go back and get that diploma because it's desperately needed. I mean, just the low IQ in here is beyond any sort of. It's unbelievably sad. IAD is coming through. That's what we love to see. And as such, we're going to go ahead and put you on the acknowledgement board here. Coming through in a way that makes sense. Actually, not really in a way that makes sense. Talking shit. Oh, Michael, you didn't put this guy in the acknowledgement. Like I would skip out on anyone that supports the show. We'll put the haters on here if they come through, but they won't be out. You know, they can't be bothered to because they don't have a job. The only job they have is rent-free situation when Michael does life, and that's a sad reality for these people, but that's where they stand in life, and that's... So we have IAD coming through. Now they want to come through. We can't even keep up. Now you guys want to come through. I can't even keep up. Okay, we got trading. We got IAD coming through. We have Isaac A coming through with the 5, and now we have trading cards as well. So we're going to have to remember all of that as we update the acknowledgement board here. And I think the 4 horsemen have assembled. So we have IAD, we have Isaac A joining in as well, and the 4 horsemen have assembled here today. Isaac A coming through, and coming through in a way that makes sense. So the 4 horsemen have assembled here. We have Molly. She's coming through so strongly, so tremendously, and she's popping the cherry in a way that makes sense. It's what we love to see. Setting the mood, the vibe, the tone, and the atmosphere. A real true fan and just plowing through in a way that makes sense. Jeremy Power coming through as well. Real true fan as well, we can tell. Jeremy Power in the building, and he's coming through so tremendously. IAD coming through. We can't even keep up. What's going on? IAD coming through, flapping them gums, and then Isaac A is coming through as well, and that's what we love to see. So with that said, Isaac A, a longtime member as well. And with that said, the 4 horsemen have assembled here. And they have assembled in a way that makes sense. And that's what we love to see. The 4 horsemen are in the building here today. So the 4 horsemen are coming through. And they're coming through in a way that makes sense. The 4 horsemen have assembled. We have Molly popping the cherry, setting the mood, the vibe, the tone of the atmosphere, and coming through so tremendously strong. She loves that, we can tell you. Jeremy Power is in the building. IAD and Isaac A. The 4 horsemen have assembled here today. And trading cards was coming through. Not sure what he had to say, but trading cards is in the building, and that I can tell you. With, I believe, a member message. And we'll go take a look at that, too. Someone else came through as well. Trading cards is in the building. And we'll come back over here and take a look at it in a way that makes sense. Trading cards is a member for 4 months, and Jake and Bake is coming through. We got Chris H in the building. It's what we love to see. Longtime member, no bullshit.
Just
Woo!
$19
Straight from Chi-Town.
through
That's
Super
what we love
Chat.
to see.
Can I be the headless 5th horseman?
Absolutely. Chris H wants to be the 5th horseman. We're going to throw you right up in there, bud. Chris H is coming through, and he's coming through so hard and strong, and that's what we love to see with some big-time support here. Chris H, a longtime member of the show. Keno Comfy and coming through so tremendously strong. That's what we love to see. Chris H, we're going to get you up on this acknowledgement board, bud. Video and audio engineer. It's what we love to see. Chris H is in the building. Let's go ahead and get some dubs in that dead chat. It's like streaming to a graveyard every day. You wouldn't be happy either. That I could tell you. Chris H is coming through so hard and so strong. That's what we love to see. Chris H is in the building. And he is sure as hell making a damn point. Member for 44 months. Let's get a big round of applause for Chris H. That's fucking crazy. Chris H has been a member for 44 months, folks. You know, if I had to get the calculator out, we could, but that's a lot of work. That's probably almost 4 years if I had to guess. if not right around there. So Chris H is coming through so tremendously strong. 44 months loyalty from Chris H. No bullshit. And he's plowing through here today. And he's coming through here today in a way that makes sense. Chris H. is plowing through. And he's coming through so tremendously strong with that 44-month loyalty badge. It's what we love to see. Let's go ahead and get some dubs for Chris H. Chris H. is in the fucking building and coming through in a way that makes sense. That's what we love to see. So we're going to have to keep with this here. Chris H. is coming through, and he's coming through in a way that makes sense. And as such, we're going to go ahead and go back to the acknowledgement board here today as Chris H. is coming through and making a damn point. We can't even keep up. Chris H. is coming through, and he's coming through so tremendously strong. Chris H. is in the building, and he's plowing through hard and strong here. A member for 44 months. We can't even keep up. The support's coming through hard and strong here today.
Jake Bake super chatted $4.99. 5 doubloons BTW.
I can't do this show. There's too much going on here. We got to draw, we got to think, we got to talk, we got to do it all. You guys should be getting out those $100 donations for this fucking amount of attention. Jesus Christ. So Chris H., I'm trying to get the arrow to work. It's not working, and it's pissing me off. Chris H. is coming through, a member for 44 fucking months. How many years is that? That's nearly 4 fucking years. 12, 24, 48. That's nearly 3 years. Chris H. is just shy from the how many fucking years is that? 40. Where's the AI? Because we can't do math, and I'm tired of it. The brain is at 100% capacity right now. We're trying to get caught up here, and you guys keep coming through. When you didn't want to come through, we had plenty of time to work this acknowledgement board, and now you guys want to come through and just keep updating it and keep updating it, and we don't have time. Because it's raining and it's cold. Quit coming through!
I at super chatted $5.
Oh, Lord.
Time to step up to the plate, folks.
This is giving me a headache here. So Chris H. is coming through. He's a member for 44 months. We're going to try and get this figured out in a way that makes sense here in just a moment. Just give me about 5 minutes here and we'll figure it out. We're trying to get it really good here. So right there, 44 months, Chris H. is plowing through hard and strong, and he's the current king of the jungle of the broadcast. Chris H. is dropping it down, and he's laying it down in a way that makes sense, straight from the motherfucking Windy City. Chris H. is in the motherfucking building here today. He's coming through hard and strong. He's the current king of the jungle, and in addition to that, he's plowing through hard and strong with the 44-month badge of loyalty. No bullshit, true fan, coming in and supporting the show. We can't even keep up. Quit coming through.
Isaac a super chatted €5.
Okay, two-time Tony Hawk combo, Isaac A. That's what we love to see. Two-time Tony Hawk combo for Isaac A. And coming through in a way that makes sense. IAD just came through as well with that two-time Tony Hawk combo. So there's a big battle right there with the Tony Hawk combo. IAD and Isaac A are both coming through with the two-time Tony Hawk combo. That's what we love to see. IAD with the two-time Tony Hawk combo, and Isaac A coming through with the two-time Tony Hawk combo. And you guys are a part of the Four Horsemen Club. Molly coming through. She's setting the mood, the vibe, the tone, and the atmosphere, and she's plowing hard and strong. Jeremy Power is adding up to that, and he's coming through in a way that makes sense. IAD in here flapping them gums with the two-time Tony Hawk combo. Isaac A is in the building coming through with the two-time Tony Hawk combo. They are the part of the Four Horsemen Club, the first four to come through the Four Horsemen Club. They get that acknowledgement treatment. Trading cards is in the building. I think a membership. We quit coming through. I can't. We're gonna have to wrap this up. It's too much work.
Bake super chatted $4.
Okay, Jake and Bake is coming through. We got to get you up on here.
Flying through the sludge here.
Okay, Jake and Bake might be at that two-time Tony Hawk combo. We got to update this. There's too many people coming through. Now they want to come through. Now they want to play. Real fan, by the way. That's not. Here we go. Jake and Bake is coming through. This is what we love to see. And they said you came through earlier, but we didn't see it on our end. So with that said, we're going to have to double check on what's going on. But Jake and Bake is coming through, and we'll double check on what the Tony Hawk combo is here. Jake and Bake is coming through in a way that makes sense. Let's go ahead and get some motherfucking dubs up in a motherfucking check because we're tired of waiting. Jake and Bake is coming through with that 2-time Tony Hawk combo. Let's go. Isaac A is in the building. IAD. Hold on, these aren't coming through. What the fuck's going on? We got to update this to ensure that this is working and hopefully working in a way that makes sense. Yeah, we're not seeing. Well, hold on here. Oh, Lord. Okay, Jake and Bake is coming through. Isaac A, and yeah, they are looking up. They are showing up here. Jake and Bake with that 2-time Tony Hawk combo. Let's go ahead and get that right. Jake and Bake with the 2-time Tony Hawk combo, and he's joining in here. There's 3 people that are at the 2-time Tony Hawk combo club. And this is what we love to see. Jake and Bake with the 2-time Tony Hawk combo. Coming through in a way that makes sense. Chris H is in the building. We can't forget about this. Chris H is in the building. Current king of the jungle, just plowing through, so tremendously strong. Member for 44 months. Okay? 44 months. 12, 24, 48. I guess that's almost 3 years. 4, I can't do math. Trading Cards is in the building. We have to check up on that one. Trading Cards is in the building, and he's coming through as well. Yeah, we'll go back and double check here. So Trading Cards is coming through. Let's see what Trading Cards had to say. We're getting backed up here because you guys now want to play fan. Chris H in the building. We got Chris H down. Chris H is the 5th horseman. And Trading Cards, member for 4 months. Jake and Bake, member for 9 months. We have to go back to the acknowledgement board and update this. Hell, I'm going to do it right now because we're going to forget we come back over there. So, Trading Cards, quit coming through! 4-month membership.
Isaac a super chatted €5.
And he's taking the lead. Isaac A is in the fucking building here today, and he's coming through with the highest Tony Hawk combo of the broadcast thus far. Trading Cards is in the building with the 4-month membership. Jake and Bake is in the building with the 2-time Tony Hawk combo. What the fuck's on the screen? Nothing's on the screen. Jake and Bake is coming through with the 2-time Tony Hawk combo and the 9-month membership. That's what we love to see as well. We're going to update this and show you because it's just easier to do it this way. So Jake and Bake is coming through with that 9-month membership. That's what we love to see. Almost a year of loyalty there. And we appreciate you coming through with that 9-month membership. And I think we have caught up here. Isaac A is plowing through as well. We're going to switch back over to the acknowledgement board as Isaac A is coming through with the highest Tony Hawk combo of the broadcast so far. And coming through in a way that makes sense, Isaac A is in the building here today. This is what we love to see. Isaac A is coming. Quit coming through! We're trying to update this! It's an all-out war if that's...
I at super chat.
Holy shit!
$5.
It's a war!
2-time Tony Hawk combo.
We got Isaac A. Hold on, buddy. We got Isaac A with the 3-time Tony Hawk combo, and we have IAD. These two are slugging it out here today, and they're just coming through in a way that makes sense. This is funny. So we have IAD coming through with that 3-time. We have IAD coming through with the 3-time Tony Hawk combo and Isaac A, and they are squaring it up so tremendously strong. This is what we love to see. So. IAD and Isaac A are going head-to-head here. As you can see, they are tied up with the Tony Hawk combo, and it's really just a battle to see here. IAD with 3-time Tony Hawk combo, and Isaac A coming through with a 3-time Tony Hawk combo. This is... I think we're all caught up here. So Jake and Bake coming through with the 2-time Tony Hawk combo. Member for 9 months. Chris H plowing it. Chris H is laying it down here, folks. And as such, we're going to add a little bit more to Chris H because Chris H is, really just plowing through here in a way that makes sense. Quit coming through. We can't update it. Now I got to go back. I got to look at the screen because it doesn't pop up. You don't know how this works. Chris H is coming through, member for 44 months. Jake and Bake with a 2-time Tony Hawk combo, member for 9 months. Trading Cards is in the building, member for 4 months. Stop coming through! You know how backed up we are?
Isaac a super chatted.
Oh, here we go. He's pulling through. Isaac A is coming through with the 4-time Tony Hawk combo. Holy shit. Isaac A is coming through with the 4-time Tony Hawk combo. He's pulling ahead here. And this is interesting. It's a slugfest in here today. Isaac A is coming. We're running out of room. 4-time Tony Hawk combo for Isaac A. Isaac A is pulling ahead here. IAD and Isaac A are seemingly going back and forth, and we appreciate the big support here. But Isaac A is the current king of the Tony Hawk combo today, with a 4-time Tony Hawk combo supporting the show in a way that makes sense. Back-to-back support, and that's what we love to see. So the Four Horsemen Club, we have Molly kicking things off. She's coming through so tremendously strong. She loves that, I can tell you. And she's plowing through. She's setting the mood, the vibe, the tone of the atmosphere, and coming through. Before the show began, Jeremy Power is adding to that as well. IAD in the building with a 3-time Tony Hawk combo. Isaac A coming through with the 4-time Tony Hawk combo. The Four Horsemen have assembled, and they have assembled in the way that makes sense. The first 4 to come through get that moniker, the Four Horsemen. Trading cards coming through with the 4-month loyalty badge. That's what we love to see. Chris H laying it down hard and strong. The 5th Horseman, that's what he wants to be, and as such, we're going to give you that. Chris H is coming through hard and strong. He's certainly laying it down. He's certainly the king of the jungle. And he's certainly coming through just so tremendously strong with that badge of loyalty. 44 months, you can't beat it. Shake and bake with the 2-time Tony Hawk combo. That's what we love to see. And that 9-month loyalty badge. Really incredible and impressive stuff here. So again, the acknowledgement board as it stands right now, and I think we are updated, hopefully. Molly's coming through. She's coming through so tremendously strong. We have Jeremy Power. We have IAD. We have Isaac A. Isaac A in the lead of the pack here with the highest Tony Hawk combo of the broadcast. Those are the Four Horsemen. We have trading cards coming through with the 4-month badge. We have Chris H in the building laying it down hard and strong, current king of the jungle, and coming through with the 44-month loyalty badge. No bullshit. Chris H, Keno and comfy, just how we like it. Shake and bake with the 2-time Tony Hawk combo and the 9-month membership. 9 months, almost a year of loyalty. That's what we love to see as well. So that's the current acknowledgement board. If we can't even talk. We're going to come back over here. We're going to see what you guys are saying and what you're doing. Nothing's working. Okay, Snobby Robbie, we're going to get you up out of here. You're just a loser. I don't know what to tell you. If my uncle worked at Apple, we would have a job at Apple, dumbass. You think I'd come out here and give you peasants this entertainment? We can work at Apple and actually communicate with human beings and improve, So I don't know what to tell you. You guys can't figure it out. You guys need to start inviting people in here. We shouldn't have 157 viewers. I'm about ready to take the show to a different platform. I'm about ready to start a new channel. And I'm not going to tell you where we're going to go. So we'll still go live over here once a fucking week. But that's all the content you're getting from me. Because it's just a waste of time. Sure, you guys are coming through it. I'm not talking about the people that are coming through. But when you guys can't be bothered to tune in, hit the like. We're not even at 100 likes. Like, why do we have to pull teeth? Michael is live. You talk about Michael 24/7. It's a rent-free situation. Lots of real estate up in that head. But with that said, you guys, it's so funny. And you guys cannot get locked into this conversation. Here's the thing. In about a week or so from now, your ass is going to be right in with the conversation because all your favorite YouTubers are going to be talking about this game. They jump on these relevant topics when it's timely and convenient for them to start yapping about this game because it's going to drive attention and clicks and, the whole nine for their brand and their channel and whatever the fuck else they're doing. That's really what it is. So it's a vehicle for them to grow their bullshit. It's not that they give a shit about this game because most of these losers haven't even talked about this game in 11 plus months. Oh, Michael, there's nothing to talk about. That's bullshit. There's plenty to talk about. There's plenty to talk about the woke themes. There's plenty to talk about in regards to the sense that Rockstar has fallen off. There's plenty to talk about in regards to the sense that Rockstar hasn't talked about this game in nearly 1 fucking year, and that's a massive problem. And no, that isn't like Rockstar. Believe it or not, that's a misconception. Like, oh, Rockstar's always silent. No, they're not. We can go to the launch timelines for GTA 5. We can go to the launch timelines for Red Dead Redemption 2. They weren't this silent for those past 2 games. They're past outings. So why would they be this silent now if there wasn't a problem? Which there probably is at this point a problem because the game is slated to release in fall of 2025. We're almost at the 1-year marker and Rockstar has nothing to show for. How can you not see this? The game is getting delayed. The game doesn't exist. Of course, it exists, but it's going to get delayed. I mean, at this point, and of course, this could change as soon as this week, next week. But right now, as we continue to get closer to this 1-year anniversary, if they stay silent, it's not a great sign for GTA 6. I'll put it to you that way. So if you're holding out hope for this game still coming in fall of 2025, then Rockstar needs to start barking. Because there was no point to put out Trailer 1 to begin with when they... Here's the thing with Trailer 2. Here's what's holding them back with Trailer 2. I figured it out. I've cracked the code, okay? Trailer 2 is a problem for Rockstar Games, and I need you to listen and I need you to lock in here. Trailer 2 is a problem for Rockstar Games because they're going to have to commit to a more specific release timeline. Does that make sense, okay? We're going to stand up. We're going to get your attention because that's, it's like kindergarten class in here. You got to think of ways to creatively get people's attention because you can't listen. This is why you didn't get your college diploma. This is why you didn't get invited to Harvard or Yale University, because they don't want stupid idiots there, okay? You guys cannot follow a simple, coherent sentence. The fact of the matter is, from my perspective, and of course this is just my opinion, okay? They're not confident in putting Trailer 2 out as it stands right now as of this broadcast. They're not confident in putting Trailer 2 out because folks at home, they're going to have to then commit to a more specific release timeline window, and they just don't want to do that, right? They just don't want to do that. We heard earlier this year, the game is not coming out in fall of 2025. Anyone with a brain can tell you that. We heard earlier this year, I can pull the articles up, you guys are not listening. Holy shit! You know what? They should just cancel the game. You guys, even if the game is great, you guys don't deserve it, right? You don't deserve that great quality content from Rockstar Games. I mean, it's just so sad because you're going to complain about the price. Once the internet turns on this game, you'll start agreeing with me. Oh, Michael, you were right about GTA 6 all along. But you wanted to sit there and say it wasn't woke, by the way. You wanted to sit there. This isn't woke, by the way. Well, you obviously voted for Kamala. It's not woke, by the way. How is it? It's like the most woke game ever fucking made. Like this has woke themes all throughout this game. But this one's not woke because it's Rockstar and we loved Red Dead 2 and we loved all the old GTA games. No, this is a different GTA. This is a different GTA. This is a GTA that it's unlike any GTA game that we've seen before. The last GTA game came out in 2013. How many years has it been since 2013? You don't understand. It's been so long, right? You guys are not listening. It's a different climate. It's a different world. It's a different this, that, and the third. They're not making GTA anymore, right? It's going to be GTA by name. Here's your action-adventure game, woke Bonnie and Clyde, and then you can go online, you can purchase shark cards, and fly some fucking DeLoreans around with pink smoke. That's GTA 6. But you losers are like, oh my god, the graphics, Lucia's ass. Why don't you go to the fucking strip club or some shit? I mean, Jesus Christ. You're so down bad that you're going to buy the game because Lucia has a big ass. Let's not buy the game because it's woke slop censorship, okay? This game is going to be a total disaster. The writing is on the wall. The proof is in the pudding. We've gone through it for the entirety of this year, periodically, and you guys still can't listen. I'm going to be right about this game, and it's going to be funny to come back to these videos when this shit hits the fan, and this game is a total disaster from top to bottom, and this game is just garbage, and it's just censorship. I'm not saying it's not going to have redeeming qualities, okay? But you can't come out of the woodwork and act like this game is perfect because you saw some fucking sizzle reel with Tom Petty. By the way, this time the Tom Petty song, no one's heard of that song before that trailer came out, right? Out of all the songs what the fuck's going on? Out of all the songs that they could have used, they picked some random Tom Petty song that 5 people have heard of, and that was supposed to be the big massive wait, right? How long have we waited for this trailer? Since 2011, right? I mean, that was the first GTA 5 trailer, 2011, right? So we've waited how many years? You do the math. We've waited so long, and Rockstar has been silent for the entire. But this game's supposed to. But really, how can you believe this game is coming out next year when they haven't said anything for almost an entire year? Like, that's a massive red flag. Rockstar's never done this before. That's why we're barking. Rockstar is always quiet, yes. But if you look at the launch timelines for both games, they have never been this quiet. We have shown this on the screen before. I don't know how many videos we have to make for you to understand, like, holy shit, this guy's got great points. I'm going to click subscribe at youtube.com/MichaelDoesLive. That's what I need you guys to do. It's not that, well, we want parasocial relationship. We want the hard-hitting facts surrounding the world of video games. That's what you need to lock into. Not Michael's mood or how Michael feels. No. It's not about Michael. It's about the world of video games, and that's how we've been covering it for over 13 years. You need to get locked in. It's ridiculous, okay? Oh, but Michael. No, it's not about Michael's situation. I'm right about Grand Theft Auto 6, and you guys can't see it. The talent is gone. They've been quiet for nearly an entire year. The devs didn't want to go back to the office because they wanted to work from home because it was convenient for them to sit in their pajamas all day and turn on the telly and bitch about American politics on Twitter. The game is in the shitter, okay? The game is in the shitter, but you guys still can't be bothered to lock in. But the game's going to be amazing because they showed you a sizzle reel, and they've been silent ever since. The game doesn't even exist. If this were any other game, you would call it vaporware. But it's Rockstar, so it must exist, right? Well, it exists, but I'll tell you what, it isn't going to be anything that you think it's going to be. Because Rockstar has put themselves in a position that they can't really crawl out of. They've waited too long to make this game. The expectations are enormously high. We've heard a bunch of bullshit about the budget of this game. We heard that there's an entire team just working on the water simulation physics effects. We've heard a bunch of bullshit about this game. Where is any of that on display? Because I'll tell you what, that water simulation shit, it looks terrible in the trailer, right? So if it looks terrible in the trailer, then I don't know. We need to see a lot more in trailer 2 from these. If they have an entire team just working on the water, then we need to see it. $1 billion game, by the way, but how much was really put towards the development as opposed to marketing, right? $500+ million on the marketing alone. The budget for the actual development of the game is probably maybe $250, $350 million, and that's pretty typical for a massive AAA title. So, they say $2 billion game, but half of that's going to be on the marketing, half of that's going to be on the online bullshit. And as they roll that out later, that's what people aren't understanding. It's like you're going to have to get locked into the single player. You're not getting online day one. They've never done that before. They didn't do that with Red Dead Redemption 2, and they certainly didn't do that with GTA 5. If you remember back in 2013, which most of you guys weren't even playing video games back then because you were probably doing I don't know what else, but you weren't playing video games because you guys are like 22 years old. So it's like, well, in 2013, I mean, you were probably in your fucking diapers or some shit, right? That's how ridiculous you guys are with this shit. It's like, oh, I've been around and, I played all these fucking games. And it's like, no, y'all are fucking Zoomers and you're like, hey, the industry's crumbling. And it's like, you're 22 years old. You haven't even seen the fucking golden age of this era. You know what I mean? It's ridiculous. Oh, the industry. It's like, what? Akira is coming through. Hey, Akira, did you go back and watch that Chromecast video? God damn, what a great Halloween. Chromecast came through and the normies couldn't handle it. Jeez. And they updated that game too, and I think they didn't fix anything, but the normies don't care, so if I were Capcom, I wouldn't fix a damn thing either. When you got 5 stars on Steam or whatever the rating system is on Steam, why would you go back in and fix anything? If I made a terrible game and I knew inside it was a terrible game, if the perception of that game was good, well, it wouldn't matter what I think, right? It's like, well, we don't need to fix any of this shit because they think it's great. Like, you know what I mean? It's really that simple, and that's seemingly the mindset of Capcom. It's like, well, all of the problems and just the shortcomings are really within that Chromecast video, just a fantastic documentary, a fantastic short film. And it's all in there. But the lazy woke millennial devs over at Capcom who don't know how to fucking code, and they're working with that trash-ass soulless... Oh, these games today are just so terrible. And it's ridiculous. Okay, well, we heard at the Take-Two investor call that GTA Online is actually going down. It's going down a downward trend. So Rockstar is going to have to do something if that continues at this rate, right? Their moneymaker is seemingly not making as much money as it once was. So how do you rejuvenate hype into GTA Online? Well, you have to roll out essentially the new version of that has all the role-play elements built right in natively day one. That's really what it's going to have to do. And then the servers will be down for so long, it'll be a total disaster. But that's what they're going to have to do. Soulless cringe, and people are asking for two. Oh, Lord. You guys are not listening. When are we going to start listening? Let's talk about Stalker 2. If you guys could lock in with this game, we could talk about it, but no one is talking about this game in here. Do we, the current rumor is that November 22nd, which is, of course, this Friday, right? This Friday. So we're talking, however many days until it is this Friday. This Friday, November 22nd, is supposedly when the trailer could drop or an announcement or something like that. And, quite frankly, that might be the case. They could announce the trailer on Friday, November 22nd, and then maybe roll it out on the one-year anniversary of the trailer last year, which, of course, is on December 5th. So this shit could be right around the corner, but you guys are not having any faith right now. Once December 5th comes and goes and Rockstar is still silent, I'm done. We're done talking about this game until the trailer 2 just pops up. Because I'm not holding out hope anymore. I'm done talking about this game. I'm tired of waiting for this game. It's not going to be what it's cracked up to be in terms of the hype and anticipation. So if Rockstar doesn't pull the curtain back soon, then what we're going to have to do is just pause on this game because it's not worth my time covering this game. I'll tell you that right now. We got someone coming through hard and strong and pushing hard and strong. Motherfucking ass. We got Lewis in the building coming through hard and strong. This is what we love to see. And he's joining Chris H. in the current King of the Jungle Club. It's what we love to see, and it should be popping up here momentarily. Let's go ahead and get some dubs up in the motherfucking chat. Lewis is coming through hard and strong, and that's what we love to see. There's almost 200 people watching this show. None of you can be bothered to open up that mouth, which I find interesting because this is social media, right? Michael is exerting energy for your entertainment here on a fucking Sunday, and Lewis is coming through and supporting that said entertainment. Get your ass up in here and fucking move it.
Lewis has just tipped £19.99 through Super Chat. Gaming got too big way too many normies inside the Kino Club. GTA 6 really needs to add intermission design and open world interaction. Sparkler, hamburger, party.
At this point, because, and I know this isn't going to happen unless they figured it out, every interior needs to be accessible in GTA 6. At this point, that's what the game has to deliver. I'm serious. Because imagine if you play GTA 6 and you can't even go into like half of the buildings. Mafia 3 has a shitload of interiors. That game came out in 2016. How did they do that? I have no idea. I'm telling you, go play Mafia 3 and just walk up to a random building. Chances are you might be able to go into it, or a random house. You might be able to go into it. So Mafia 3... and I don't know the number, but Mafia 3 has a shitload of interiors. If they can't even get on that level, then I don't know what to tell. But I will say that that's basically where the game is going to have to just sit, is that it's going to have a mind-blowing feature. The social media stuff in trailer 2, if that does come out within the next few weeks, if they show more of that and give us a better idea of what that could be, well, that obviously could be very interesting. But the whole Jason and Lucia concept, potential co-op right there, that sounds really fucking boring because that's generic garbage and it's just woke themes Bonnie and Clyde. No one was asking for woke themes Bonnie and Clyde. Lewis is coming through hard and strong and he's plowing through in a way that makes sense with the $20 super chat. Let's go ahead and move the chat. Lewis is plowing through. He's a part of the current King of the Jungle Club and he's joining Chris H. You guys came through so tremendously strong. This is what we love to see. Chris H. is in the building and he's a longtime member. And Lewis is coming through so hard and so strong. And as such, we're going to go ahead and get you up on the acknowledgement board. Coming through. We can't even keep up. We can't even keep up. Who's coming through now?
Brando Vibes has tipped $10.
Oh, hell yeah.
Chat. Imagine thinking GTA 6 won't be delayed. Believing Mike Tyson would win against Jake Paul because of the bias, so predictable,
Shit, we gotta
so
read
naive.
this.
Michael is hitting that home run, but no cheering from these people.
Well, they're incels, you know. They look down every day and they see the shit in their drawers, and that's what they love living in. It's a sad situation for these individuals. Straight Up Brando is coming through so tremendously strong. We got the lasers out for Straight Up Brando. Coming through in a way that makes sense. And, of course, Lewis and Straight Up Brando is a longtime member as well. We're going to have to update this acknowledgement board accordingly. Straight Up Brando is coming through and making a damn point. That's what we love to see. We got the fireworks coming through. Holy shit, it's never done that before. Straight Up Brando is coming through in a way that makes sense. And we're going to come back over here and see what Straight Up Brando had to say. Straight Up Brando was in the building. We can't even keep up here. Straight Up Brando says, and this is lagging, imagine thinking GTA 6 won't be delayed, believing Mike Tyson would win against Jake Paul because of bias. So predictable, so naive. Michael is hitting that home run, but no cheering from these people. That's what we love to see. Straight Up Brando, a longtime member, right up there with Chris H., and coming through in a way that makes sense. Lewis is in the building as well. We can't even keep up. We can't even keep up. I got to figure this out here.
I at super chatted $5. Do you believe police AI will be smarter in GTA 6 versus
I'll turn the
GTA
game right.
5?
I'll tell you this. If the AI is not smarter, if they haven't even worked on that, and it's the same as it was in GTA 5, we'll turn the game right off. There's no excuses at this point. It's apparently a $2 billion game. If you're telling me that the engineers over at Rockstar can't figure that out, then at this point the game is just a lost cause. Because the Red Dead Redemption 2, that whole system in there, the wanted system in Red Dead Redemption 2 is ass. And I know we can't talk about that game in here because y'all get your panties in a bunch with that game. All Red Dead 2, Guys, I critiqued the game 7 years ago. It's not new. It's not bait. I'm not here to piss you off. It's my consistent opinion on the game. I critiqued it 7 years ago. I know it's not what you want to hear, but that's just the reality of it. So the point is that if the wanted system isn't revamped and it's not great, then the game's trash. I mean, because it's just ridiculous at this point. And again, the game isn't coming to PC on day one, so you can't wait for mods to fix the game because there's no mods for the game. So it's going to be a lost cause if Rockstar can't figure it out themselves, because that's the beauty of this release. I will say this, is that whenever this game does come out, you're getting everyone's playing the same version of the game, right? They're playing it on Xbox Series X, Series S, well, that version might be worse, but, PlayStation 5, PlayStation 5 Pro, Xbox Series X, Xbox Series X. Okay, everyone's on the same, for the most part, same level playing field. There's no mods, there's no PC version, there's no hackers, there's no modding, there's none of that bullshit, right? So everyone's on the same playing field. There's no online day one. This is actually a very exclusive. I mean, how often do you get a game that doesn't release on PC day one? It doesn't happen that often, quite frankly. So when this game does come out, it's not coming on PC day one. It's releasing on those consoles day one, and it is going to be a pure experience because there's no mods, which is great because, the PC... Oh, let's just not get down. Let's not even talk about that. But we're going to have to update the acknowledgement board here, and we have a lot to update. So give me one moment here, and we're going to do it manually so that way we don't forget. So Lewis is coming through. He's coming through in a way that makes sense. This is what we love to see. Lewis is in the building, and he's plowing through hard and strong with the $20 super chat. And as such, we're going to go ahead and put it up on the screen here as we are ready to do so. So Lewis is coming through. I think it's raining hard again. And Lewis is coming through. That's what we love to see. Lewis is in the building. He's coming through in a way that makes sense. And hopefully the rain calms down because this is getting wild out here. Lewis is coming through. This is what we love to see. Hard and strong. And coming through so tremendously. Lewis is in the building plowing through in a way that makes sense. And that actually made it worse. We're going to go back and there we go. Lewis is coming through hard and strong. And he's joining Chris H. in the current King of the Jungle Club. Let's go ahead and get you that underline, bud. Lewis is coming through. And coming through in a way that makes sense. It's what we love to see. Part of the current King of the Jungle Club. Chris H. is in that club as well, coming through hard and strong with a $20 super chat. That's what we love to see. So Chris H. and Lewis, part of the current King of the Jungle Club, the $20 Super Chats. And with that said, straight up Brando is in here. This is what we love to see as well. Straight up Brando is coming through, and he's coming through in a way that makes sense. Longtime member, no bullshit. Coming through so tremendously strong. Straight up Brando is in the... Oh, shit. We got to redo this here. So you give me one moment here. Straight up Brando is coming through. And coming through in a way that makes sense. Straight up Brando is coming through. That's what we love to see. Straight up Brando is coming through hard and strong. And coming through so tremendously well. We love to see that. Straight up Brando in the building. Longtime member. Been watching this show and supporting the show for so long, well over 3 years, I can tell you that. Lewis is in the building, coming through hard and strong with that $20 Super Chat. That's what we love to see, and I think we have this updated here. We will double check in case we are missing out, but if it doesn't pop up on my end of the screen, then, we're not going to put it up on here because I don't know why it does that, but sometimes it does. Nonetheless, straight up Brando Lewis coming through hard and strong. That's what we love to see, and we're going to switch back over here and double check if we are all caught up on the acknowledgement board. We're going to do a quick refresh here. And it's raining tremendously hard out here, that I could tell you. It looks like IAD just came through. IAD might be the highest Tony Hawk combo of the broadcast so far. IAD is coming through with the $5 Super Chat. He says, do you believe the police AI? Okay, we've already talked about that. We've already read that, but we didn't put it on the acknowledgement board, and as such, we're going back right now. So IAD is coming through, and he is taking... Well, he's tying it up right here with Isaac A. Isaac A is at the 4-time Tony Hawk combo, and IAD is about ready to tie this up here. So as such, we're going to go ahead and go back to the acknowledgement board and update it in a way that makes sense. IAD is coming through with a 4-time Tony Hawk combo, and that's what we love to see. He's tying it up with Isaac A. with that 4-time Tony Hawk combo. And we already talked about the police AI and how that is going to be in GTA 6, how that is potentially going to be in GTA 6. It needs a complete total refresh if they want to make it great. So IAD and Isaac A are both just going head-to-head here with the highest Tony Hawk combo of the broadcast. And, of course, they are a part of the Four Horsemen Club, the first 4 to come through, get that special acknowledgement. Molly coming through. She's setting the mood, the vibe, the tone, and the atmosphere. And she's coming through in a way that makes sense. It's what we love to see. Molly is just plowing through so hard and so strong, and she loves that, I can tell you. Jeremy Power is in the building, and he's coming through in a way that makes sense with that power. IAD with a 4-time Tony Hawk combo. Isaac A with a 4-time Tony Hawk combo. And they're right there, the Four Horsemen. What the fuck? Why is that glowing? So the Four Horsemen right there. We have trading cards, member for 4 months. We love to see that. Trading cards, member for 4 months. Chris H in here laying it down hard and strong with the 44-month loyalty badge, and coming through, current King of the Jungle Club, Jake and Bake with a 2-time Tony Hawk combo, and the 9-month membership. Lewis, part of the current King of the Jungle Club as well, and coming through hard and strong and laying it down. We love it. Lewis in the building, coming through so tremendously strong. And straight up Brando, long-time member in the building and coming through in a way that makes sense and making a damn point. And as such, I think the acknowledgement board is fully updated here. And we will, of course, double-check once we can figure out how to get back over to that screen. We're having some technical difficulties here right now. You're going to have to, there it is right there. So with that said, we're going to come back over here. We're going to look at it, and I think we are up to date here. We need you guys to lock in a way that makes sense. It's raining out here, and we're not getting wet, but it is raining, and we can hear it. Okay, we need a one in the chat. We need you guys there's 160 people in here. You guys could make this very special. We're not broadcasting to anyone else, folks. It's just me and you. This doesn't have much of a reach after we're live, and even when we're live, it doesn't have much of a reach. So it's just me and you in here. It's not like there's thousands of people watching, and it's not like there's going to be thousands of people watching after the fact. It's literally just me and you in this moment. So with that said, you guys need to start locking in a way that makes sense. Trailer 2 could be coming out as soon as later this week or next week if there is going to be a trailer 2. And and we will be there when the coverage begins if Rockstar is willing to pull the curtain back. It's not that hard. I have been talking about this game for how long? In the spring, in the summer, in the fall, and now here we are approaching the 1-year anniversary for GTA 6 Trailer 1. Approaching the 1-year anniversary for GTA 6 Trailer 1 is now the time and place for Rockstar to pull that curtain back. Well, I mean, if the game is delayed, then they're not going to talk about this game because, I mean, eventually they'll have to say something, but they wouldn't have to say anything anytime soon. That's the thing, and that's the problem with this game is that there's no rush to, the game isn't coming out until fall 2025, right? Well, they have no reason to push forward. They have no reason to really move faster than they're moving right now because there's no pushback. They've already said it, made it clear, fall 2025. Okay, but that doesn't make sense because the reason why it doesn't make sense is because I'll tell you this right here, right now, they have been quiet for nearly the entirety of 2024, and that even for Rockstar Games, and you can go back and do your research, that even for Rockstar Games is a big red flag, okay? We've looked at the launch timelines for GTA 5 and Red Dead Redemption 2, and within the first trailer to Trailer 2, there was at least something. It might have been bad news. For example, Red Dead Redemption 2 was delayed. They showed off Trailer 1, I believe, in, can't remember which year, 2016. I think that's when it was. And then in 2017, before Trailer 2 came out, they delayed the game, I believe. I could be off on these timelines here, but just know that both of those games, they had something. It wasn't total silence like it has been this time around. So if you want me to believe that this game is coming in fall of 2025, well, they're not doing a great job at that right now because this is, and again, you can go back and do your research. You don't have to, listen, you can sit there and say this is normal for Rockstar. It's not normal for Rockstar at this level. The amount of silence officially from Rockstar Games is unprecedented. They have literally not talked about this game since December of 2023. It's almost December of 2024. How you think that this game is coming in fall of 2025 is beyond me. And the reason why I think they're scared to put out Trailer 2, or they just don't know really what the game plan is, or maybe they do, of course we don't know, but it seems like they would have to commit to a further, more specific release timeline window. If they put out Trailer 2, at the end of that trailer, they're going to have to say on when this game is coming, and they're going to have to further nail that down. Is it going to be fall 2025? Does Rockstar themselves know if they can hit that marker, if they can hit the fall 2025? Because if they don't know that, they're not going to slap that on the end of the trailer. And maybe that's why Trailer 2 is not coming as soon as we would hope. Because maybe Rockstar doesn't want to put it out, and especially if they're not confident in the fall 2025 release. And obviously, they would know internally themselves if they're able to get it out within the fall 2025 release timeline window. But if they're not able to get it out within the fall 2025 release timeline window, then why would they put Trailer 2 out? They can just hold off on Trailer 1 for much longer, and maybe in the spring we'll get an update on this game. And that, at this point, who cares about the game, right? If Rockstar's not going to, if they're going to take a whole year off and not update us on this game, which they've never done before. You can't name one Rockstar game. They've never done this before. That's the thing. No one is talking about this. They've never been this quiet. Now, again, this could change as soon as later this week. This could change in 2 weeks. This could change in 3 weeks. This could change. The year's not over yet. I understand that. But, right now, it's been complete, total silence, and it's not looking too hot. So, and in fact, we have more reason to believe that this game is still not where it needs to be. Why did Trailer 1 come out as soon as it did? If this game were, why did they show us 1 year ago? Why didn't they wait until this year to build hype? Because the hype's totally dead. If you want to run with that narrative, they wanted to build hype in the product, they wanted to build hype in the brand. Okay, but the hype is completely, totally deflated. Case in point, there's only 159 viewers in here. The hype is totally deflated. No one is talking about this game. So they didn't achieve that, and because no one's talking about this game, the hype is totally deflated. It's literally a meme. So if the point to put Trailer 1 out in December of 2023 was to build hype for this game coming in 2025, well, they certainly didn't do that great of a job because the hype dissipated just a few weeks after that trailer. The hype completely, totally dissipated just a few weeks after that trailer. So they didn't do a great job in terms of building hype. So you have to go back and look at Trailer 1 and ask yourself, why does this exist? Why does Trailer 1 exist for a game that's not coming out in 2025? And if they're not confident in the fall 2025 release, then why did they even put it out to begin with? It makes zero sense unless they were forced to put Trailer 1 out, which I think that they were, because it just came out of nowhere. It was a massive left turn. And, Rockstar likes to do big surprises like that. But with that said, they have been quiet for nearly an entire year, and you guys still don't care. Well, if you don't care, then why does this game exist? Like, I don't understand. Like, we're at a point where no one cares about this game. So, again, if the goal of Trailer 1 was to get the hype level up and to get people to care about this thing and ensure they have those pre-orders locked in when they do go live, the hype is, we're back to square one. The hype is, in fact, the hype was probably more when Trailer 1 didn't exist because it was a big unknown. What is this game? What is Rockstar going to do? And I remember watching, before I watched Trailer 1, because it leaked early, right? You guys remember that? Before Trailer 1 came out, I watched it, but I waited a little bit. I said, well, you guys already watched it like 10 times, 20 times, and you just, it was all brand new at that time, December of 2023. But I waited a little bit. I waited about an hour or so, I think. And we waited to watch the Trailer 1, and it was interesting because everyone else had their look at the game, and I was still in the dark because I really didn't want to look at it because, I knew that this was probably going to be woke slop. But it is indeed woke slop, and that's going to be the narrative going forward as well. When this game does come out, once this game is a big talking point, you guys have to understand, you're gonna remember these streams. You're going to be like, damn, Michael was on the fucking, we're talking right on the money with this shit. Like, dead ass. Okay, I can tell you all the talking points right now for both sides, like for the good and for the bad of people that are defending this game, the woke libtards and the based GTA gamers that, fondly remember the old games and appreciate the old Rockstar, but they're not going to get that here more than likely with GTA 6. So there's going to be two sides, and it's going to be very toxic. It's going to be very toxic, and again, that violence in video games, that's going to be brought back up as well. It's just going to be a whole fucking slew of garbage to sift through, and then it's just way more political, and it's just crazy. So that's really what's going to happen with it. But I can give you talking points for both sides. I already know where people are going to stand on this game, and I hope I'm wrong, but it's not looking great. We heard earlier this year, this is the big key factor here. We heard earlier this year that the devs were not reluctant, they were reluctant rather, to go back to the office and getting this one to the finish line for that fall 2025 release. So they want to sit at home, and they'd rather sit in their pajamas and drink coffee and talk about American politics on Twitter. That's crazy. How can this game be good when you have developers that are not seemingly hell-bent on making some sacrifices for a few years to get this game on the store shelves? Like, that is insane to me. Because Red Dead Redemption 2 was made under extreme pressure. You can go read all about it. Extreme crunch. So, and you guys love that game. Well, that's a testament to how people in their lives had to make some sacrifices to get that game out when they needed it to be out. So, if you appreciate that, and the final product that was put out, then we need to start appreciating the fact that they did bust some ass and make some sacrifices, and that's what needs to be made here. If they want to get this game out for fall 2025, they need to they need to go above and beyond and step up to the plate and make it happen, instead of going on Twitter and bitching about American politics and about, it's ridiculous. Gaming died in 2007. I would agree. I think when The Last of Us killed gaming, let's just put it that way. And these losers love that game. The first game is terrible. Not that the second game is much better. It's more of the same, but at least it pisses you off, right? The game gets you going as because Neil Druckmann made some bold decisions, and it's a work of art in that sense that it got people motivated to talk about it. It's a work of art in the sense that no one talks about the first game, they talk about the second because it's so terrible. But that's actually, there's beauty in that. And it's just so funny how people, The Last of Us killed gaming. Like, dead ass. Like, before 2013, gaming was good. Now, there was some terrible releases here and there, but gaming was good. All of a sudden, you get The Last of Us coming out. You get these woke libtard. The whole PlayStation brand changes. It goes from a Japanese company to California. The headquarters for PlayStation, I believe, is in California, or at least it was a few years ago, or Sony or whatever. So literally everything changed. The Last of Us comes out, and you have these woke libtards that love that game. It's a terrible game, by the way. It's just it's so bad. It's so bad. And if you go back and look at the E3 footage for The Last of Us Part 1, it's nothing like the final product. So it was a big, they pulled the Ubisoft there. No one bitched about Naughty Dog because it's Naughty Dog and they're the saviors of gaming. The Last of Us is, it's just like a movie. The opening is so, Joel and his daughter and the apocalypse and the outbreak. Yeah, that was great. It's like, but it's a movie game. It's a movie game. And then once Sony found that there was massive money in that, they just copied and pasted that formula for the next, however long, from 2013 to nearly, over a decade. They've been copying and pasting that, and you guys love it. And they turned God of War into garbage, woke slop. I'm sure there's other franchises that are going to get that same treatment because that's what you guys love playing, these terrible-ass games where it's this movie simulator and you walk around and you interact with a few things and that's it. That could never be me. So The Last of Us killed gaming, really, to be honest. Like The Last of Us, not that that's even a big game because it's not even, it's probably what, top 15 bestsellers, if that. I don't even think it's in the top 10. It might be. I don't have it up on the screen, but I will tell you, The Last of Us killed gaming. So 2013 onwards, gaming really just fell off hard. You had GTA 5 that year. You had The Last of Us that year. And GTA 5 was a step backwards too. Look at the Chromecast video. Look at the Chromecast video. He compares GTA 4 to GTA 5, and it's like, how are you? Y'all need to wake up when you watch these Chromecast videos. They're mind blowing. Like when I watch these videos, like you get a feeling inside. It's like, holy fucking shit. Like how can? It's like other people see what you're watching, but they don't get it, and it makes no fucking sense. It makes no fucking sense. When I sit there and I watch that Dead Rising video that he put out on Halloween, it's like, you guys need to fucking wake up. It's like, oh yeah, this is trash. The game is garbage, and it's like, okay, but this is what you're going to continue to consume. Like this is modern gaming. Like it's not just about that one specific game. It's more like this is the overall fucking picture of modern gaming in 2024 and beyond. It's all garbage. But then you have these losers that say that gaming is the best it's ever been. And it's like you're walking around in these worlds. You're doing very little in terms, this is not a passive medium, and it's turning into a passive medium. Put the controller down, watch 20 hours of fucking cutscenes. This game developer was so pretentious that he failed in Hollywood, so now he wants to make his movie game within an interactive medium, and it makes no fucking sense. We don't want to sit around and watch fucking 40-hour cutscenes where you just move forward and then the game like goes into this fucking guided mode and just seamlessly blends it. No. It's an interactive medium, right? You're not sitting there and just watching it, although you are more so now than ever. And that's what the normies love. The less game time they have, the better off, because they'd rather bitch about it on the internet. They'd rather get on their soapbox and go, oh my God, this game's trash, oh my God. That's the state of these gamers. We're going to have to wrap it up here soon. It's getting cold out here. It's raining. And the chat is totally dead. We need Rockstar to pull the curtain back so we can get fucking like 500-plus viewers in here and start getting some energy up in here because it's getting really tough. And that's why I haven't been live, because it's like we can't go live every day and talk about this because it's going to be the same old thing over and over and over again. And even when Trailer 2 comes out, some of you guys still won't have anything to say. I'm going to have a lot to say when Trailer 2 comes out, if it does come out anytime soon. Of course, Trailer 2 will come. We don't know when. It could come next week. It could come 2 weeks from now. It could come 3 weeks from now. It could come later in December. It could come in 2025 sometime, January, February, March, April. Who fucking knows, right? We don't know. But what we do know is that the one-year anniversary for GTA Trailer 1, GTA 6 Trailer 1, is coming very soon. I think it's in about 18 days. So in 18 days, if Rockstar doesn't have an update, that is your update, right? You need to understand that. Like, if Rockstar doesn't have anything to say on the one-year anniversary for GTA 6 Trailer 1, it's a huge red flag. Shut it down. The game is pretty much delayed, all but confirmed, in my opinion. If Rockstar has nothing to say on the one-year anniversary, mind you, this is a trailer that broke YouTube's record, right, for the fastest views. If Rockstar has nothing to say on that day, then the game ain't coming out in fall of 2025. I can tell you that right now. So you guys can sit there and hold out and this, that, and the third. But if Rockstar doesn't have anything to say on December 5th, 2024, at the least, then I don't know what to tell you. Right? Here's what I'm thinking. And I told you guys this. I said December 5th, 2024, this is what we're thinking. I think Rockstar is going to come out. I think they're going to have a message. They're going to delay the game. I'm telling you, this is what's going to happen. There's no Trailer 2 this year. You guys need to lock in. I can predict this a mile away. If Trailer 2 comes out, that's great. I'll say I'm wrong, and I'll be like, hell yeah, let's go 2025. Let's see more of this woke slop. Okay. Well, with that said, here's my prediction for if Rockstar is going to talk on December 5th, 2024, which is in about 18 days. If Rockstar is going to talk, here's my prediction. You're getting 2 updates on this game, and they're not great. Number 1, the game's going to be delayed. I think they're going to come out, and I think it's going to be like a cyberpunk message, and they're going to come out of the woodwork, and they're going to say that this game is delayed. Number 2, They're also going to say that trailer 2 is coming potentially in the spring of 2025. So the game gets delayed, but the trailer is still coming. That's all Rockstar has to say. That's all Rockstar has to show for. And that would be a terrible update, but I think at this rate, that's where this game's headed. And I hope I'm wrong. Hell, I hope the trailer comes out this fucking Friday, right? We need to see more of this game just so we can get more information on this game and we can look at it and say, well, is this going to be the next big thing, or is this game going to be a total letdown? Probably going to be a total letdown. But nonetheless, a trailer 2 is going to really lock it in, right? You guys have to understand, because now we have trailer 1, and when trailer 2 comes out, we'll have trailer 2. That's going to be at least 4 minutes of content regarding this game. You're going to be able to really figure it out and know whether or not this game is going to be good or not. Like honestly, we don't need trailer 3 after this. Trailer 2, because trailer 1, it's like, okay, it's our first impressions, first look, blah, 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 blah. What's trailer 2 going to show that maybe wasn't in trailer 1? What's trailer 2 going to show that says this is the next big fucking thing? This is why you should be excited for this game. If they don't have that in trailer 2, then a new GTA is not really, I mean, it's exciting, don't get me wrong, it is, but it's not mind-blowing. Okay, if there's no new feature in this game, then I don't know what to tell people, right? GTA 5 had 3 playable characters. We're down to 2 now. And some would argue that that's better and it makes for a more cohesive experience. And there's rumor that this could be co-op, which would be terrible. Imagine having to play this in co-op. Oh, Lord. Which I don't think that will be the case, but you go from 3 playable characters on inferior hardware, 512 megabytes of RAM, to 2 playable characters, woke themes, Rockstar veteran devs. Dan Houser's gone. Shut this shit down. Like, you guys are so full of shit. Dan Houser's gone, bro. Dan Houser's gone. Oh, we don't care about Dan Houser because he doesn't have a Netflix documentary. Well, the guy's probably a billionaire. Multi-millionaire to say the least. So we don't care about Dan Houser, by the way. Dan Houser is the co-founder of fucking Studio. He's gone. Oh, he don't matter because Sam Houser's going to take us to the promised land, by the way. Yeah, I bet Sam Houser's going to do that. Sam Houser's going to get on his knees and answer to fucking Take-Two. This company has no spine anymore. We've heard it time and time and time again. You idiots are just having faith in this Tom Petty sizzle reel. Sam Houser can't take this one to the promised land, I'll tell you that right now. Leslie Benzies is gone, bud. You don't know who that is either, but you can go look at him in the credits in all of the GTA games. Executive producer, bud, he's gone too. Laszlo Jones is gone too. But, you know, GTA 6 is going to be amazing because Lucia's ass is so fucking big and juicy. Wow, you guys are incels. Holy fucking shit. Like you don't see that the team is no longer the A team. It's the fucking C team. And the C team is going to have to deliver what the A team did. But how is that going to be a possibility? Well, I'll tell you the answer. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. This is GTA, but only GTA by name. You're not getting the old GTA. It's going to be censored garbage, and you're going to have the woke left defending it. You're going to have the woke left defending the censorship and saying, well, if you played the game like that back in the day, you were an incel. You know, that's what they're going to do because I already know what's going to happen. They're going to show the clip, GTA 4, the hospital, right? If you played the game like that, you were apparently an incel, yet everyone fucking did. So with that said, that's going to be their talking point because there already was last year. Last year that clip went viral and they said, oh, it's, the violence in video games. Here we go again. But it's ridiculous. There's much more of a problem now. Violent video games, that was a problem late 90s and so on and so forth. But now it's the online interaction stuff, right? And these incels that play these games 24/7, they're just terrible people. So that's more of a concern. Is really that online shit because it's very unhealthy, very addicting. It's designed to, especially with the new GTA 6, right? They're going to have that roleplay bullshit built in day one. And it's like, well, if Rockstar's going to pay me minimum wage to play this game, then we'll fucking play it all day and all night. We'll have a virtual job and there will be an actual economy within the game. But motherfucking ass, I ain't fucking going to sit there and fucking play that shit for free. Like, you got to be a fucking loser. Like, honestly, what do you get? I mean, if you're making content or something, that's different, but we're not going to sit there and play I'm not going to sit there and work at a virtual restaurant within the game and role play that because it's fun. That could never be me. We're going to play the main story. I'm going to see that woke Bonnie and Clyde, and we're going to see how they fumble the motherfucking football and how you guys are going to sit there and say, oh, it's a masterpiece, by the way. Yeah, it's a masterpiece. The lead technical directors are gone. Adam Fowler. What's the other guy's name? Oba Vegem. I don't even know their names. But they're very important people. These guys literally designed the 3D framework for fucking Grand Theft Auto. These guys are fucking gone. You guys are not seeing that. But the game's going to be great because Tom Petty, by the way. Let's just go ahead and play the fucking trailer. Let's just go ahead and play the fucking trailer. God. Because that's what you guys need. Let's go ahead and play the trailer. Let's go ahead and play the trailer. Are you guys ready? Let's go ahead and play the trailer. This is what you guys want, right? Let's go ahead and play the trailer. You got to wake up in here. Let's go ahead and play the trailer. Let's see if the audio's working. We got it working. Here we go.
Lucia,
Let's go ahead.
do you know why you're here? Bad luck.
Bad luck, I guess. Where's this game? It's vaporware. This shit don't exist. Look at that.
There was a girl I knew.
Look at that fake beach scene.
She said she cared about me.
This is worse than Ubisoft.
She tried
Oh my god. Look at the strip club. You think the strip club's gonna... It ain't gonna look like
she
that.
thought it should be.
Look at the nightclub. It ain't gonna look like that. That's supposed to be Lucia. She looks totally different. The game is terrible. We got all this fake social media stuff. What are we looking at here? What is this game? Well, look who's back, bitches. Not Rockstar.
Look who's back. The only way we're gonna get through
Oh my god.
this is by sticking together,
Oh, I can't.
being a team.
Trust. Rockstar Games, they have gone woke. She is in charge. Kamala Harris. Holy shit, it's garbage. Oh my god. Like, how can you look at that? You say other games are woke, but that game isn't woke because Rockstar made it. Well, Rockstar's not the same. Just like Mike Tyson isn't the same, right? Y'all went into that fight and you thought Mike Tyson from the 80s, Mike Tyson from the... Hell, I picked Mike Tyson. A lot of people had Mike Tyson. Well, Mike Tyson he's 60, he's like 60 years old. Or 70 years old. I don't know how. He's old, right? The human body just doesn't perform as well, especially. And plus, he went all 12 rounds or whatever it was, right? 8 rounds or whatever it was. So you got to hand it to Mike Tyson. The first round, he went all out. And then after that, it's like the guy's fucking 60 years old. You know what I mean? So the point is that everyone was thinking Mike Tyson was going to be like the 80s and come out and just knock Jake Paul out. And that's what everyone wanted to see. But it didn't happen. He went the distance, and it was, you know. But that's what's going to happen here with Rockstar. It's like, well, you think of the old Rockstar. You think of the glory days of Rockstar games. You know, Bully, GTA 4, Manhunt. You know, just like Red Dead Redemption 1, Red Dead Redemption 2. You think of all this. I mean, even the people that made Red Dead Redemption 2, and that game came out 6-7 years ago. Some of those guys aren't even at the studio anymore. How do you think this game is going to be good? I need you to have a counterpoint to what I'm saying because it's starting to get really ridiculous. I'm tired of being right. I don't want to be right. I want to be wrong. We want this game to be great. We want this. Believe me, this is the last game. After this, there ain't nothing else to look forward to. We're done. We're selling the consoles. We're wrapping it up. I'm dead ass. Like, you name one other game that we're supposed to look forward to that's going to be this massive. Doesn't exist. Cyberpunk 4 years ago was that game, and that was supposed to last us for however long, right? You know, all that bullshit, and they still haven't fulfilled their promise. That's straight from CD Projekt Red. They still haven't fulfilled their promise. The game is nothing like what they literally promised it. They showed it on the board, and you still didn't get that game. And the normies, you know, the losers will say that the game's, it's just fantastic and it's amazing. It's still terrible. But, you know, they saw the Netflix cartoon and they were like, oh, hell yeah, Cyberpunk. Yeah, Cyberpunk, Keanu Reeves. Yeah, I'm Keanu Reeves. And it's like, this is just fucking trash. But the normies love it. They can't get enough of it. Oh, God. Why is it a tough crowd in here? You know, you guys, if the trailer does come out this Friday, we need to get more people in here. So if you are new, just know that we're broadcasting live right now, youtube.com/MichaelDoesLive. That's my official channel. That's the official source of this content. With over 106,000 subscribers. So if you are new, let's go ahead and hit the subscribe button at youtube.com/MichaelDoesLife and be a part of this as we go into potentially the trailer dropping this week, next week, whoever know. We don't know. But that's why we're following it up until at least the 1-year anniversary. The 1-year anniversary is approaching very quickly here. In just about 18 days, we're going to be covering this until that point. Whether or not Rockstar has an update, we're going to be covering it for the next 18 days, to say the least. Now, maybe not every day, because we can't handle that in here, obviously. But with that said, within the next 18 days, and of course, Stalker 2 is coming out, so Stalker 2, we might be taking a look at that as well. I think that releases in like 2 days. That's coming on Game Pass day one. And apparently, from what I've heard about Stalker 2, and again, it's on Game Pass, so it's like you don't have to buy it for $60, $70. But with that said, Stalker 2, apparently the whole map was handcrafted. I'm not sure if that's true or not. And it's super big. It's Chernobyl, right? So it's apparently totally handcrafted, not procedural. That sounds kind of interesting. And it seems like, I saw some gameplay. It seemed kind of interesting, at least for a Game Pass game. So we'll take a look at that. We'll do a pit stop. But if Rockstar does have something to say soon, we will come out of the woodwork and we will be covering this. And I sure as hell know that there's going to be way more than 150 fucking viewers in here when Rockstar does pull that curtain back, because you guys are going to come in here and be like, oh my God, Michael, what's the situation on this Rockstar game, GTA 6? And it's like, well, the game's woke slop. That's the situation on it. Like, you want me to sit out here and say that the game's great. It's like, well, the trailer might be good, but it's not great. So we're not going to come out of the woodwork and start acting like that this game's a magical masterpiece when you guys... Stalker 2 is woke. Well, this game is as well, so just welcome to the woke club. It's on Game Pass, so, that's the beauty in it, is that it's on Game Pass. Every game is woke. I don't know what to tell you. The Last of Us 1 is woke. Go back and play that's your favorite game, right? Go back and play The Last of Us 1. That shit is woke as hell. That shit is woke as hell. So if you're worried about woke, then every game's in that category, especially these days. They have to make sure that the checklist is checked. And they have to make sure... It's been awfully quiet in here for the last 30 minutes. Jeez. We're going to have to wrap it up soon. You guys are not listening. It's ridiculous. We're going to turn this on here. We need you guys to lock in a way that makes sense. We're going to turn this on here. Let's give it some movement. We're going to turn it on here. And we need you to lock in a way that makes sense. GTA 6 is woke slop. Let's give it some movement. Look at this right here. Moving it. Look at the energy I'm giving you guys. I mean, it's just like I'm up here moving around. We're just really making it work, and you guys cannot lock in. And really, that just could never be me. It's fake fan material. Oh, we're going to do a taste test. We forgot about this. We're going to do a taste. The sun is going down very strongly, right? We're going to lose daylight soon. So with that said... We're going to do a taste test here. We forgot to do it last. Well, actually, we had two options, and they voted for the other option. It was the SpongeBob Krabby Patty. And now today, I need you guys to lock in a way that makes sense. Hello. We have the Sourhead Holiday Mix. Look at this right here. Warheads Holiday Mix. Are you guys ready? We hope that you certainly are. We're going to try these out in a way that makes sense. You guys voted for the Krabby Patties last time, and today we're going to be trying out the Warheads Holiday Mix. So we need you to lock in a way that makes sense. Here we go. We're going to see if this is any good, if it's sour, and ultimately how the cookie crumbles here for the Warheads Holiday Mix. Warheads, by the way. We need you guys to lock in a way that makes sense. Come on! What the fuck is this shit? Bro, what the hell is this? Oh, they got candy canes in here. Motherfucking ass, they got candy canes in here, bro. They got... Why is it on the computer? They got candy canes in here. Look at this right here. Warheads, by the way. They got candy canes. So here we go. The holiday mix. Warheads going in. Made in Brazil, by the way. What the fuck? Made in Brazil, by the way. Okay, buddy. They're not even sour. I mean, they're really not even sour. Green apple, black cherry, blue raspberry. Sour, by the way. If Alana Pierce did this stream, you guys would be, oh man, you would love it. Oh, best stream ever. Is so innovative. We love hanging out with you, Alana. You know, I mean, but you know, Michael comes live and you can't handle it because his tone of voice is a little abrasive, and you're like, oh, that's a turnoff for me. Shouldn't be a turnoff for you. You should come in here and embrace it and say, you know what, we need the heart. You know, instead of the fake smiles that you see on this platform daily, you should come in here and say, yeah, we kind of need a little bit of a rough show, right? You should appreciate it. Because everyone else will give you the fake smile, they'll give you the fake happy, and because that's what sells, that's what makes money. Fun fact. Ugh. You guys are not listening. Oh, man. Tough crowd. Jeez. It's a tough crowd. But these losers, these woke idiots, they'll pay $200 to go see their favorite band for 90 minutes of scripted entertainment because they don't even sing. It's all playback. And not only that, but the set list is typically the same every other night. So, they'll pay $200+ to go see their favorite band. I mean, that is, you think the gaming industry is crazy. I mean, the music industry is way worse. These ticket prices are insane. Have you seen the ticket? Look up your favorite band and look at the ticket prices. It's insane. It should be $15 max to go see your favorite band. The ticket prices are astronomically high for 90 minutes of entertainment because these bands have curfews, right? They got to turn off the amps at a certain time. So you get $200 a shitty seat. 90 minutes of entertainment. Fucking crazy. And these people pay for it. Like, it's absolutely insane. I couldn't, for hearing loss, by the way. Because these people don't bring earplugs, right? Because, it's insane. That could never be me. That could never be me. $200 for 90 minutes of entertainment. Like I could see if you were meeting the band and getting a free shirt with it and an autograph as well, and a little meet and greet thing or some shit like that. But it's like, a $200 seat, it's way up here in the fucking arena. Like, what the fuck is this shit? That's crazy. No, if you so you'll go to the movie and how much is the movie tickets these days? $15 for 3 hours of entertainment for $15? I mean, I guess that's a better deal than going to the concert, but going to the concert, name one band that has affordable prices. Go ahead and let me know, and I'll be sure to go support them. Go ahead. Go ahead and name one band. You don't even know what music is in here. God. What's music, Michael? We can't name one band. Gee, I mean, it's just ridiculous. Like, where did you people come from? Literally a cave, like cavemen found the show or some shit. Like, we don't know what a band is, and it's like, well, yeah, I don't either. But I mean, fuck, give me a fucking example so we can continue the conversation. I said, what is your favorite band, or at least name one band that has affordable prices, and I have yet to see anyone even talking about the topic at hand. We can't talk about GTA 6 because you have no interest, yet you guys are going to be flapping gums when Trailer 2 comes out in about a week or so. You know what I mean? It's ridiculous. We don't have anything to say about This is so hypocritical. We don't have anything to say about GTA 6, but when the trailer comes out, we'll be flapping gums, and we'll be sure to make our voice heard. No, your voice isn't heard because you were fake. You had nothing to say about this game because you didn't care about it. When it was convenient for you to care about it, you perked back up and you put that fake smile on. Oh, I love GTA. GTA 6 trailer 2, Fake-ass people on this platform. Fake. That's all YouTube is. YouTube fake. The whole fucking thing is fake. But you have to be to make it. That's why we have 175 viewers. If we were fake and put on the fake smile, hell, we'd be at probably 500 at least by now. But people can't handle it. So name one band that has affordable prices and let me know. Name one band. Okay. Nirvana's not a band. Let's get you banned. Jackie Two Cans is getting banned. He said Nirvana, by the way. Nirvana's not a band. Nirvana is basically a fashion. Nirvana's not a band. Nirvana hasn't been a band since 1994. You dumbass. Nirvana is literally a fashion statement now. Like people that have never listened to their music, they buy Nirvana's big in the fashion thing, in the fashion scene. And most people that wear their shirts can't even name more than 2 songs. So we're going to get you banned because they're not a band. They were a band. They're not a band anymore. Because the lead singer blew his head off. And don't even get me started on that, because I made a video in literally 2011, and we debunked the whole thing. Oh, Courtney Love did it. Courtney Love didn't do it. You guys are delusional. And that one guy has been grifting on that and making money off of Kurt's name, that private detective. He's been milking that whole thing for fucking 30 plus years now. Courtney did it, by the way. Oh, it doesn't add up, by the way. No, it adds up. Kurt wasn't this fucking angel, right? He was a piece of shit. I mean, it's as simple as that, but that's typically, you know, I'll be the first to say it. Like, Kurt Cobain was not a good person. He was a drug addict. We're not going to get into it. I'm not going to start arguing with you losers because you don't even have any talking points. We're not going to get into it. Okay, Papa Roach and Rise Against have tickets for $35. That's not too bad. That's what we love to hear. But they're playing arenas, right? They're you know, so I mean, 35. I mean, that's okay, but where are you sitting, really? I'm talking about a show. I went to a show in 2011. Of course, that was a fucking long time ago. Shit was like $15 to get in, and you had two great bands. They played, and you know they weren't bigger bands, but they were at one point pretty big. They were on MTV at one point. So it's like, you know, back in the 90s. But it's like that's the price I'm looking for. About $15, $20 max. You know, $30 maybe, and let's get in. Let's have some fun. General admission. None of this arena bullshit. You know, real bands, real atmosphere, you know, that's what I'm looking for. And I know those bands exist, but any band that was even established in the 90s is charging an arm and a leg for a fucking ticket. Like, name one band that has affordable prices. I mean, 35 is about where that's the limit for me. If you want me to go to a concert and lose hearing, $35 to pay to lose hearing. I mean, like, imagine going to a concert and losing your hearing. It doesn't make sense. You can't get that back. So if you want to live for you want to put a hearing aid in when you get older, you're going to look back and be like, holy shit, I went to all these loud ass concerts. Because when you go to a concert, you have that fucking ringing effect because the shit's so fucking loud. And it's like you paid to get hearing loss essentially. It's like, yeah, you had fun. I'm not, but there's a downside to it. Unless you bring earplugs, you're better. If I went to a concert now, we're putting in earplugs because we already have hearing problems. I already have the ringing effect, and we don't need to make it worse. So it's like, you want me to go to a concert, we're putting in earplugs, unless it's like far as fuck away, and if it's outside, the sound can travel. So, but if it's in this small space, you know, it's going to be really fucking loud. Nirvana isn't a band. Michael already explained it. How is it a band? The guy blew his head off in 1994. How is it a band? It was a band. They haven't made new music since 1994. How is it I mean, it was a band, yes, but it's not a band. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm saying a current band that's performing. You want to go see Green Day, you're going to pay $200. Not that they're worth that, but I'm assuming that's like the probably lowest price. Or maybe $150, but you're talking, and they play stadiums. These bands that play, name one band right now. Someone said Papa Roach and Rise Against were $35, but where were you sitting? Is it, you know, because are they doing theaters or are they doing arenas? There's theaters, there's small stuff like that. There's arenas, and then there's stadiums. Stadiums are insane. But there was a band that I was going to go see in October, and I looked at the ticket prices, and I thought, fuck this bullshit. It was $200 for 2 hours of entertainment, and we're talking a small. It's a pretty big musician, but we're talking a small venue, bro. This is not stadium. And the guy's asking for $200 for 90 minutes of it. I'm sorry, bud, but like I mean, if you're going to get like a picture and an autograph and a free shirt or something like that, like the VIP package essentially, then maybe it'd be worth it. But $200, and then you got to show up at the venue to get your spot. Like, it's first come, first serve. So you buy the ticket, but if you show up late, you're going to be all the way in the back, and it's standing only, right? So you have to basically. I just can't. I can't. Show me the value in that. Show me the value in that. Maybe, you know, when I was younger, it's like, sure, but as I'm older, fuck that. Like, what is the value? It doesn't make sense. So you say video games are expensive. They're not. $70 is not a lot. It's not. So anyone that argues and says video games are expensive, they're not. The music industry is the absolute worst. Because even at the theater, it's like, well, $15, $20, you get 3 hours of entertainment. I mean, it's pretty pricey, but these concerts, 150, 200, 250 minimum, that's crazy. A video game, if it's good, you can put hundreds of hours into it. For $70, hundreds of hours, the value's there. I don't, even if they put it up to 80. So anyone that complains about video game prices has absolutely no idea what they're talking about, because the ratio from what you're paying, the ticket of admission, to the quality of potential hours that you're getting of entertainment is really, the value's there. It's not with the music scene, going to concerts and that sort of thing. So don't sit there and say that gaming is expensive and these games are so, it's like you're paying $60 one time and you're potentially getting at least, I don't know, 12, 15 hours if it's a single-player game. You know, the Silent Hill 2 remake, you guys love that game, right? Well, how much time did you put into that? Probably at least 20, 40 hours. That was worth 70. That was worth 60, whatever it was. I mean, if you enjoyed it, if you didn't enjoy it, I guess, well, but you still got to link the amount of time with the product. It's not like you're getting 2 hours and then that's it. Oh, Lord. I've been listening to a little bit of Slipknot lately, and they sound terrible. Go look up the Slipknot ticket prices and tell me that they're affordable, because I know they're not. They sold out a long time ago. Slipknot, by the way. Oh, my God. Slipknot, by the way. Slipknot. Go look. I'll look it up right now, since you guys can't be bothered. Well, that's a lot of work. We're not going to do that. Go look up the Slipknot tickets and tell me what the general price. Now, they probably play stadiums, don't they? Yeah, so it's like, well, I'm sure you can find a $35 ticket, but your ass going to be right up there in the fucking, it's like, why even be there when you're so far away? The ticket prices and these haunted houses, don't even be started on that either. That's another ripoff. These haunted houses are crazy. $40 to go into these haunted houses. And I don't even want to get into that, because it's just like, well, we know you guys don't care. You don't care about anything in here. I don't know what you guys care about. It's like, should we do a cooking show or something? I mean, is that what you guys are in? What excites you as a human being? Like that's what I want to know about you guys, because it's like, I can't find anything. You don't care about GTA 6. You don't care about the Beatles. You don't care about Nirvana. You don't care about fucking Quentin Tarantino. I mean, what do we care about? Fucking Todd Howard's ass? Jeez. Ticketmaster forces the... No, I disagree. I disagree. Go look up Robert Smith's opinion on this. No, I'm sure he charged... The Cure. You guys love The Cure because it's a Liverpool band, right? That's half the audience in here. We've got 179 people in here. Half of them are from fucking UK or something, right? So The Cure is up your alley, more than likely. And he was bitching about the ticket prices, but I think it's probably hypocritical if the Cure is how much is the Cure charging for a ticket price, because Robert Smith was bitching about it, so he's being a hypocrite. He's acting. Oh, I'm for the fans, by the way. But my ticket. How much is a ticket to go see the Cure? I know they're not fucking cheap. That '80s goth new wave band. They are. If Nirvana were still playing, the motherfucking ass. You want to hear "Smells Like Teen Spirit" 30 years later? Hell, they'd be charging $250 to go see Nirvana. If Nirvana was still around and they were still a band and they were still touring, the ticket prices would be unreal. To hear "Smells Like Teen Spirit" 30 years later, and all that garbage. Because the reality is that they wouldn't have made another album that was actually popular. In Utero was a failure compared to Nevermind. Look at the sales. They had their big album, and they might have had another big one, but Live Nation owns the so now we have people that are in the music industry in here. I can't with you guys. Now everyone's an expert on the music industry in here. Have you even? No, don't even get me started. I don't care. The point is that the ticket prices are not, you can't say gaming is a ripoff when it's not. I'm sorry. Even if you pay $100 Starfield, $100, you could argue the game is trash, and it is. But with that said, the amount of content within that game, hundreds and hundreds of hours depending on how you play it. Maybe not, but the potential is there. So you can't sit there and say that gaming is the best value in entertainment. Hands down. Hands down. Gaming is the best value of entertainment. I mean, I guess if you buy a CD or a record or whatever, or you buy music online, I mean, I guess you can just replay that over and over and over again and say, well, that has 50 hours of entertainment there. But most people don't do that. So gaming is the best value of entertainment. I mean, movies aren't still too bad. $15, $20 to go see a movie for about 2 hours, 3 hours of entertainment. That's a bit steep, but the music industry is crazy, and the live performances too. You go to wrestling, they jack the prices up to $200 to go. Imagine paying that to go see wrestling. Oh, holy shit, that's crazy. Especially the product that they put out now, wrestling is terrible. Now, when it goes to Netflix, I'll tune in for that, and I'll let you guys know if anything changes, which it won't. But when they transition over to Netflix for Monday Night Raw, hopefully there's something going on that's actually interesting. Because every time there's no point to watch wrestling anymore. It's really hit rock bottom. It's been that way because well, let's not get into wrestling in here. Let's just not, because I can go on and on about that too. We got 3 people in here chatting. We're going to go to a different platform, and we're going to start streaming there and putting time into that because there's going to be more of a conversation, even with less viewers. When you guys can't chat, the whole point of doing this together is that we're vocal and that we're interacting. That's the point of a stream. It's not passive. The streams aren't supposed to be passive. That's not how you do streams. That's not how it should be anyway. But that's how it is because we're not established. We don't have thousands and thousands of viewers. Because you guys watch Kai Cenat, and you guys watch iShowSpeed, and you guys watch all these other streamers, XQC, you guys, Queso, Jinxie, all these other people. And it's like, well, they're all multimillionaires. Like, yeah, I can't compete with that. We should be on that level because I'm better than all of them. But we're not on that level because, what they're doing is, believe me, not entertaining. It's the same old garbage, but, they found luck in it, and they found an audience. And, once their audience grows up, though, they'll fade off. Because these streamers come and go. Name one streamer that was popular 5 years ago. Are they still doing it? Probably not. Not to the level. Look at Ninja. Ninja was massive in 2018, 2017, 2016, whenever it was. The biggest streamer of all time, Ninja. Now he's averaging like 5,000 views on YouTube. Like, what the fuck? Now, sure, he's made it. He's made millions, and, he made a damn point within the streaming space and, the entertainment business online, but he fell off. I mean, he fell off. So, these streamers that are in right now are, unless they can continue to make it really pop, and most don't, they just sit around and do the same thing over and over again, which, it's fine for me to do that because we don't have any viewers to begin with. If we had thousands of viewers, well, yeah, this would eventually get repetitive. But we don't have an audience. This doesn't get put out in front of a new audience. It's the same viewers every single time. So you can't, this isn't a platform that enables that for the creator. You don't get an opportunity like that over here. You have to broadcast to the same people every single time. We're not getting new viewers. It's impossible. Maybe a few here and there when something big happens. But even then, it's a Hail Mary, If the platform would push the damn streams and say, hey, let's push it to new fucking viewers that would maybe like this content. They watch a lot of streams and their retention rate is high on the streams. Then fucking maybe we can get some motherfucking people in here. But when we're down to 168, 150, 140, it's hard to get motivated to come out here and go live, especially in this cold weather. Now, we can sit at home and play these games, and that shit's boring too. So what you want me to do? I think this is a more energetic show. I think we can provide more here to the discussion, which, of course, is GTA 6. And, as soon as this happens, if it does, within the next week or so, everyone's going to come right back up in here for my take and my perspective. And, all these losers were nowhere to be found for the following, the last few weeks, months. They were nowhere to be found. But they'll come right back in when Trailer 2 is a real thing. They'll come right back in when Trailer 2 is a real thing. Oh, Michael, what's your opinion on Trailer 2? I love GTA 6. It's amazing. It's not woke, Michael. It's the most contrarian take. It's ridiculous. Let's go listen to the new Linkin Park. What a disrespect to Chester. They continued the band after. I mean, maybe that's what Chester would have wanted, but how do they know? Unless he left a note. They didn't. So why didn't they continue Nirvana? Because Kurt Cobain did all the work. That was his fucking band. He wrote all the songs, except for like a couple. He did all the work. So yeah, there wouldn't be a Nirvana without Kurt Cobain. That's why they didn't continue it, although they tried. Well, they didn't try, but they have reunions, and it's terrible. It's Dave Grohl on the drums, and Chris on the bass, and Pat Smear on the guitar, and then some lead vocalist that just doesn't get it. And then they continued Alice in Chains as well. Alice in Chains, the lead singer Lane Stanley, he passed away, and they continued it without him, and it's like, how do you... Like, my God, like, y'all are money hungry. Like, holy fucking shit. Like, you can't replace that guy. Yet they do. They just continue these bands because they know there's just millions of dollars at stake. So it's like, well, we'll find a replacement, and everyone's just going to sit there and say it's fantastic. It's the same thing that happened with the Doors in the 70s. Jim Morrison died, and they not only did they continue the Doors, but they made another album without Jim Morrison, and it's total garbage. How are you going to continue the band without Jim Morrison? Like, no one would have cared about the band if it wasn't for Jim Morrison. Like, he was the appeal of the band. He had sex appeal and everything. And talent, of course. So it's like, how are you going to continue the Doors without Jim Morrison? Well, clearly it failed. They literally made an album without Jim Morrison. Like, that's insane to me. That's crazy. Chester doesn't own Linkin Park. Mike did more for Linkin Park than Chester. Well, I'm not big on Linkin Park, but yeah, I think Mike wrote most of the songs. But I mean, who performed them? You have to understand, without Chester, would they have been on the map? Without Corey Taylor, would Slipknot be where they're at today? The lead singer is at the forefront of these bands. It's the image of these bands. Without Kurt Cobain, Nirvana no one would care. It's another grunge band. Name those grunge bands that didn't make it. They're working at McDonald's right now. Like, dead ass. They working at McDonald's in Seattle. Because in Seattle, the minimum wage is like, what, $18 an hour? What's the minimum wage in Seattle? It's like $18 an hour? Shit. We might have to go work at McDonald's in Seattle. What's wrong with GTA 6? It's a stream, bud. If you can't be bothered to tune in when we're live because you're apparently busy, then I guess watch the rerun, but it ain't going to do much for you. What do you want me to tell you? I've already broke this game down multiple times. I'm waiting for Trailer 2, and rumor is that, well, maybe this Friday it could happen. So Stalker 2 is coming out, though, so we have something new to play, and that game's been delayed multiple times, but it's on Game Pass, so that's great. Because even if it sucks, it's on Game Pass, who really cares, right? But apparently the map is totally handcrafted, and it's huge, and if the gunplay is great and there's things to do in the open world, that's it could be a fun Game Pass game. But I don't. Looks like a 7.2 out of 10, 7.4 out of 10. From where I look at it, Indiana Jones. We're not. When does that garbage come out? December. That's Troy Baker. That's not Indiana Jones. They put an Indiana Jones costume on Troy Baker, right? Who's the guy that plays Indy? I've never seen the movie, but I know it's Steven Spielberg, right? And Harrison Ford, right? Okay, so they basically said, we can't hire Harrison Ford because he's a billionaire. So is Steven Spielberg, right? They're in the billionaire club probably. Well, I know Steven Spielberg is, right? So, as he should be. But I will say that The Indiana Jones game is literally just Troy Baker with a Harrison Ford Indiana Jones costume on, and that's not exciting. Minimum wage will be $20 in Seattle. Holy fuck! What are we doing? Wait, that means you can get a job at McDonald's and make $20 an hour? Shit, we moving to Seattle. What the fuck? Because we're moving to Seattle. I'll flip some burgers for $20 an hour. Shit, $20 an hour? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. You work 5 hours. That's $100. Flipping some burgers. I mean, oh Lord. Okay, I can't. You guys, the conversation is halted in here. You guys speak a different language than me, or you don't understand this tone of English. But I can't with you guys. Like you're gonna have to get on track here, because it's getting boring without you guys getting on track, and that's been a problem with the show for literally 4+ years. So it's nothing new. But I'm just saying, eventually you would think that there would be a little breakthrough here of like, oh yeah, let's actually participate with Michael. But you can't be bothered to because you need Trailer 2. Well, I don't know when Trailer 2 is coming. If you're looking for that information, in fact, my opinion is that it's not coming. I think they will delay the game. I hope that doesn't happen, but I think they're, name a reason why they wouldn't. They have been quiet for nearly an entire year. Why would that change? There's no rush for this game. It's not coming out in 6 months. There's no rush. And if they push it back to 2026, I'm stopping my coverage for this game. I don't even care about it. The game is just, if they delay this game, like, at all, like, honestly, like, they might as well just cancel it. Wouldn't that be something if they just canceled this game? They might as well. Because no one cares. The hype is done. Look at the Google Trends. It's not my opinion. Look at the Google Trends. It's gone downhill. There's no hype for this game. It's literally just a meme. It's a little joke for Internet Clout. That's all it is. Okay, we're going to wrap it up here. The energy, you guys can't match my energy. We're going to go through the acknowledgement board one last time, and then we're going to wrap it up. It's getting, the sun's going down here. It's raining harder out here. And as such, we need to wrap it up. So with that said, we're going to go through the acknowledgement board. The folks that did come through and go above and beyond, we're going to acknowledge them here. So right here, the final look at the acknowledgement board, we have Molly coming through. She's coming through so hard and strong. Before the show began, mind you, setting the mood, the vibe, the tone, and the atmosphere. Molly, she loves, that I could tell you, and she's coming through so tremendously strong. We appreciate that one. Sweetheart. Jeremy Power is in the building. Jeremy Power is following it up in a way that makes sense. It's what we love to see. Big power there from Jeremy. IAD's coming through with a 4-time Tony Hawk combo, and so is Isaac A. They both matched it up. IAD and Isaac A. with that 4-time Tony Hawk combo. And, of course, these 4 people are part of the 4 Horsemen moniker here. Molly, Jeremy Power, IAD, and Isaac A., the 4 Horsemen Club in the building. Trading cards coming through. Remember, for 4 months, we love to see that. Chris H. laying it down here hard and strong and coming through in a way that makes sense. Part of the current King of the Jungle Club with a 44-month membership. That is fucking massive. Huge shout out to Chris H. He's coming through so tremendously strong and in a way that makes sense. Jake and Bake with a 2-time Tony Hawk combo and a membership for almost 1 year. That's what we love to see as well. Lewis coming through hard and strong and laying it down as well. Part of the current King of the Jungle Club right there with Chris H. That's what we love to see. Lewis in the building. And last but not least, longtime member, veteran of the show, right there with Chris H. Straight up, Brando is in the motherfucking building and coming through in a way that makes sense. So there we have a final look at the acknowledgement board. And we do appreciate you guys for coming through and going above and beyond. So what we're going to do now is we're going to wrap this up because it's getting colder out here. We're losing daylight, and you guys have nothing to say. And I knew this was going to be a tough one, but luckily Stalker 2 is coming out. So we can take a pit stop there, and we can look at that game, and we can see if that game's any good or if that's more slop. I think it's an Unreal Engine, right? Is Stalker 2 an Unreal Engine? Because if it is, it's probably going to be terrible. Can we get a confirmation on that before we wrap it up here? Is Stalker 2 an Unreal Engine? Because I'll tell you right now, if that means the game is good. Really, if it's an Unreal Engine, it's usually a red flag. That engine is just not, it's really not that impressive for gaming, I'll tell you that. So if Stalker, I think Stalker 2, I'm pretty sure, I don't need confirmation on that. Yeah, I think Stalker 2 is Unreal Engine 5. That's when it first got announced, I think they said that. Unless that's changed. So Stalker 2 is Unreal Engine 5. You should know what to expect with that. Not too much. It'll look good, I guess, but as far as interaction and things like that are concerned, well, that's why it's on Game Pass. And plus the game's been delayed at least like, what, 3 times? Stalker 2's been delayed at least like 3 times. It's Unreal Engine 5. That's what we thought. Okay, well, the game's probably not going to be great, but at least it's on Game Pass. Every game is essentially Unreal Engine now, and that really just could never be me. Well, that means the performance is going to be terrible. On console anyway, it's, look at Hogwarts Legacy. Hogwarts Legacy is on Unreal Engine, and when you're flying on the broom in that game, the performance stutters. Silent Hill 2 is on Unreal Engine, and that game stutters, especially on PC. I think console's a little bit better, actually. I think PS5 is a little bit better on that performance from what I remember. So, yeah, typically Unreal Engine is just, you get stutter when you go with Unreal Engine. Okay, we're going to wrap it up. That's going to do it. Appreciate you guys for tuning in, tagging along, supporting the show. And with that said, we will see you later. See ya.